está preparando una lista de demandas para presentar al nuevo dueño y los concejales de la ciudad para que los nuevos dueños hagan esos cambios y esos mejoramientos para la propiedad para poder vivir más sano y seguro aquí en los apartamentos. Así que estamos repasando ahorita la petición y todas las demandas que hemos diseñado de los 16 meses que hemos estado organizando para asegurar que todo lo que necesitan ustedes está grabado y está escrito en ese papel para presentarlo a la ciudad.
Fairway's got a bad reputation. You can tell people, oh, I live in Fairway. Oh my God, you live in what area? Fairway apartment. That's ghetto. That's all they know is Fairway's ghetto. That's all they know.
It's just gradually, progressively gotten worse. I feel worse with current management because it's hard to get them to fix anything.
At the beginning, when they start the committee here, we had problems with management. They were trying to tell her and us that we were trespassing. We said no, we had the right, and they would not listen to us.
So the steering committee is like a group of tenant leaders who move things forward and move the issues forward for the tenant association.
If this new owner comes in and they have to have permission from the city of Austin to actually come in and work in the city of Austin, so that will actually be up for vote through the city council. And so that's one way that we can try to use that as leverage to get things that we need here on property, by using city council, maybe asking, city council to say, hey, before you allow them to work here, hold them to having to do these things, like renovations and getting qualified staff in the office to do our recertifications and stuff like that.
The story of Fairway, because it is a project-based Section 8 housing, they have federal rights to organize, to ask for repairs without fear of retaliation, and they also have eviction protections where they cannot be evicted without reasonable cause.
People were saying, hey, they sent me an eviction notice saying that I owe $2,000 or I owe this much money, and they were giving 3-day eviction notice, and you had to prove you didn't owe that money. And they did the same thing to me. They said I owe close to $2,000, and I go, wait a minute, how do I owe $2,000? I've only been here a year, and I had to prove to them for quite a while. And then that she was, oh my God, you're right. Mm-hmm. It was our mistake. You don't owe any money, and it was just a fight back and forth until we started getting the steering committee saying,
What are they giving tenants? Substandard slum housing with fear of eviction.
Like, as soon as I get a notice on my door or whatever, just automatically my blood pressure rises. I get a headache and I'm just like, ooh,
So when we found out that there was a new owner, once we had a face to the new owner, which is Texas Housing Foundation, we moved really quickly to start creating a petition outlining all the changes and improvements that tenants have asked for the last 16 months of organizing.
The first thing that we were asking for is that they zero out all tenant accounts and begin with a balance of zero. Upgrade the laundry room with maybe new machines, bigger machines, more machines. Receive necessary accommodations and modifications in the renovations process, including designated handicap parking space. There's not hardly any handicap parking space at all on the property. There's a lot of people that have disabilities as well that, even if they wanted to, they couldn't. We want social services here, like, they would do the summer free lunches for the kids, Boys and Girls Club, what's some of the other activities they did in here? we'd like activities for our kids, safe and healthy activities, you know, something that they'd want to play in and not have to worry about getting cut on some rusty metal or burning themselves in the summertime.
And that petition got 85 signatures out of 128 units. So we got about 70% of the property to sign it.
Did you know I did photography?
I didn't know you did photography.
Yes, that was FNAR, Fine Arts was my major. This one is vacant, I'm not 100% sure.
Well, yeah, that one is vacant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in there, tasting there. And I want somebody to live here. There's going to be some new people who are going to be buying this apartment complex. But before they buy the complex, we got a list of things that we would like them to come and help us out with. Like that playground behind you, fix it up. Let's zero. You keep on. Zero out all our accounts, you know. Help fix our refrigerators, our stoves, help with renovations and stuff.
I'm definitely signing.
Oh,
Okay,
right?
great.
And you're new here.
I just moved here like 3 days ago.
Oh my God, let's get your name, your phone number, so we
Okay.
can keep you in the loop with the
So we also have been successful in actually helping tenants get repairs. People have gotten new refrigerators, they've gotten leaks fixed.
I remember I used to be scared. Remember I used to come here? I used to be really, really scared when I got those notices. Now I collect them, and when I get 52, I'm gonna make like a deck of cards and then read the place fades. I'm really not afraid of these people no more. Like I ain't scared of these people no more. But
It's hard, I'll be honest. It's hard, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it when you see things getting accomplished, when you see the change. And, just stick with it. Don't give up. Come together. The more people that do come together, the more power. As I said, my friend Ruby Roy always tells me, there's power in money and there's power in people, right? We don't have money, but you know what? We have people. And if we come together for a common goal, then we can do this and we can make it happen.
0 on 1, 2, 3, 0. All right, cool. So that's the end of the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Here you go.
This is a community housing. This is family housing. This is what we want.